Arizona in 40. Junior will be on the pole outside from Lamar, Colorado. That'll be the 2M of Angel Munoz.
Row 2 to the inside. Winner of the first tour, the 2022 tour, the 88 XXX from Enderlin, North Dakota. That is Randy Klein. And alongside will be Daniel Ekblad from St. Peter, Minnesota, the 18X.
Row number 3 will be last night's winner on the inside from Sleepy Eye, Minnesota, 81 Matt Speckman. And outside, making his tour debut for the year, that'll be the Mandan, North Dakota's 147, a John Gartner Jr.
Row 4 to the inside, Brendan Labatt from Weyburn, Saskatchewan in the 57. Alongside will be Jordan Zilmer from Cleveland, North Dakota in the 34Z.
And a man that's passed probably more cars than I have in my whole life on the interstate. Bottom text is number 82 of Shelby Williams. And outside of him from Bismarck, North Dakota in 46, Jason Berg.
So still working to get drivers where they need to be here on the original start. I believe we'll send them around one more time here.
I've been sent a message. I don't believe we have any Dakota Mod Tour shirts for sale here in the fan side of the stands. If you would like to get one, your official tour t-shirt, they are for sale in the pits. You can head on down after the races are complete here tonight.
Yeah, and they are right next to the red shed back there. So you see the yellow Dakota Classic Mod Tour sign in the back straightaway. The yellow tent, there's a red flag. That is where the Dakota Classic Mod Tour t-shirts will be for sale. At the conclusion of the evening here tonight, Bubba Stafford Jr. and Angel Munoz on row number 1.
All right, we're ready to go here. Bubba Stafford, Angel Munoz, setting the pace here down the back straightaway. It's still so weird to try to say that, calling from the back straightaway, but we'll do our best. If we make any mistakes, please have a heart. They come out of turns number 3 and 4 again, 10 laps up on the board, and Bubba Stafford going to lead us to green.
Good jump for the 40 down the back straightaway, and the 88 XXX now dives down to the inside. Speckman behind him. We'll see how my fantasy picks play out of this one, Corey. This ain't looking good for me out of the chute here. The 88 machine coming to call. Randy Klein alongside of Stafford here on lap number 1.
Bubba Stafford holding down that top spot. Randy Klein in second, Angel Munoz third. They come out of turn 4, and Munoz gets a run to the inside here in the 2M, but tucks back in as we're 2 by 2 behind your top 3.
Boy, Klein pushed up the banking. He got tight. Angel Munoz, boy, slapping that horse in the backside right now. Angel Munoz, the 2M, digging in on the bottom. And Klein trying to hang with him. Klein going to try and park it in front here in that second spot through 3 and 4. Now Stafford up the hill to the front straightaway.
Yeah, Stafford got a little bit of a push that time too. Looked almost like a loose push kind of condition there as he drives it down to the bottom, kind of slides up a bit. Klein still right there in position along with Munoz. Your top 3, and they're 3 wide. You saw him, the speed shot there, right behind him.
To the home straightaway, Stafford out in front, Klein in second, then Munoz, Speckman, Ekblad, Williams in the mix along with Labatt. Side by side, they're about mid-pack of this one down the back straightaway. It is still Stafford, your leader, as we come by another time, halfway through this heat race.
And we're still 3 wide here. As we go into turns number 1 and 2, though, we got a battle for the lead. Klein has been working that top lane in the 88 XXX, and it's now starting to work for that 88 car as he goes into turns number 1 and 2. Stafford down low, Klein up high. Klein has a little bit of a run. He's right to the back trunk as they go down the front stretch into turn 1.
Yeah, boy, as soon as he's seen the cross sticks in the air, you got a couple of drivers went way up the hill on this track. It is Klein around the outside, the 88 XXX new leader as we head to the west side right now. Stafford trying to get him back to the front straightaway. Munoz way up the banking. Here comes the 81 of Speckman as well.
And with 3 laps to go, that is a clutch pass here for the race lead, but it's still tight as they go down the backside here. Randy Klein holds on to your race lead. Bubba Stafford in the second position, slides up a bit, and now Klein going to put a gap on the field as we hit 2 to go.
2 laps remaining in this one. It is Klein out in front, then Stafford in the second spot. Munoz, now Matt Speckman trying to point and shoot his way to the inside of Angel Munoz. Shelby Williams to the top 5. And corner, right down to it. White flag in the air, 1 to go.
This is a good one here, a big stacked heat race. This is probably what the feature race looks like too a little bit. It has a little bit of a preview there as Speckman gets a run to the inside of Munoz. That is for the third position to go into turns number 3 and 4. Checkered flag's going to be in the air. Randy Klein will be your winner. It'll be Bubba Stafford Jr. behind them. A little contact. Munoz will be in third, then Speckman in fourth, Williams in fifth.
Fourth and final IMCA stock car heat race coming to the Speedway. Jace Iverson out of Tioga, North Dakota. The 5 is on the inside of row 1. Alongside is Chris McGurty Jr. in the 23 Junior from Phoenix, Arizona.
In all the excitement, I forgot to say that we're under a Friesen Performance Live look-in right now on IMCA TV. Zach Madrid, he'll be in road number 2. Road number 2 from Phoenix, Arizona. The 7M outside will be Gabe Deshaw in the 16D from Bottineau.
Row 3 inside is Tristan Vesterby at Webster City, Iowa, the 23V. And alongside that is Scott Gartner from Jamestown in the 0.
In the 27R to be Brooke Bartholomew from Dickinson outside 117, Austin Brands from Boyden, Iowa.
From right here in Dickinson, the 22 will be alone row number 5. That is Casey Binstock. So appreciate everybody tuning in on the Friesen Performance Live look-in here at Southwest Speedway, Dickinson, North Dakota, stop number 4. And we are working on right now the final IMCA stock car heat race here tonight. Of course, you can follow along the entire tour on IMCA.tv. So be sure to head there, learn all about the offerings for tonight's racing action. We hope you stay with the entire Corral Sales Dakota Classic Mod Tour, powered by Industrial Electric, IMCA TV, the official broadcast partner of the tour in 2022. Grab that subscription for the rest of the evening and be sure to join us for the rest of the Dakota Classic Mod Tour.
I've just received a message. Steven Ader is checking in right now.
Yeah, I got a handful of messages here as well. We'll get to those here in a minute. Appreciate everybody tuning in across near and far. Night number 4, Jace Iverson and Chris McGurty Jr. We are underway. Corey, green flag is out.
And they're going to be side by side, going into turns number 1 and 2, and now 3 wide coming out of the corner. Your defending champion, Madrid, got squeezed back there just a bit. Lap number 1 is going to go to that 23 junior, Chris McGurty Jr.
McGurty out in front. Zach Madrid, last year's champion, been pretty quiet on the tour here thus far. A top 9 finish last night in the 7M. And how about you Mopar fans? Stand up right now. Why did I not pick the Mopar in fantasy? Scotty Gartner wheeling into the top 3 as we got a battle for the lead to 1 and 2.
Now they'll go into 1 and 2, and Madrid is working that outside lane coming out of corner number 2. And he'll take the top spot for McGurty Jr. there in 23. And they're still going to go into turns number 3 and 4, knock down another lap. It'll be 7 to go. New race leader, that'll be Zach Madrid.
Jace Iverson coming up lame on the back straightaway. He is clear. We stay under the green flag. Zach Madrid out in front, the 7M. McGurty Jr. the second spot. Austin Brands cracking the whip here tonight on a track surface right now, probably somewhat comparable to the Clay County Fair Speedway a little bit in Spencer. And Austin Brands in familiar territory right now. He will charge to the inside of the Mopar here as we come to the back straightaway. Austin Brands by half a car length on Gartner going to 3 and 4.
Yeah, Brands working that inside lane, really putting the spurs to it there in turns number 3 and 4. But Gartner getting a good run. The Mopar going to work. That was too close for me to call from this distance away. I think Brands might have still had the spot. As they come out this time by, Brands going to have a bigger advantage here going down the back straightaway into turn number 3.
Madrid still your leader to the front straightaway. McGurty in the second spot. And the battle on track right now is between the young driver out of Boyden, Iowa, and Scotty Gartner, the Corral Sales RV. Red 0 to the outside. Boy, the old Mopar. Original fenders and all on that thing. That Mopar still has the hole in the right front fender where the antenna used to be mounted to it. That old girl, she can still wheel. Austin Brands giving Gartner all he wants as we head to the back straightaway.
And it's going to work there in that top lane. It'll be Gartner moving up and taking the position, holding it now. But now Brands throws it in hard here again in turns number 3 and 4 as we're coming down to 2 to go. Gartner going to have the advantage at the line, though.
Yeah, boy, Gartner able to keep that car awfully straight, and Brands going to slide up in front of Scotty Gartner, that time on the back straightaway. Brands leaves him plenty of room to the outside, and Gartner going to try and reel him in as we come to the white flag.
Gartner had a big push there, and that's going to cost him a ton of ground here as they come on to turn number 2. Your leader going into turn number 3 already. Going to get the checkered flag. That'll be Zach Madrid in the 7M. But the battle for second going to come down to 23. McCurdy Jr., Chris McCurdy Jr. Then it'll be Austin Brands. Scotty Gartner. Austin Brands, then Scott Gartner. And Ben Stock, your 5th place finisher in 22.
Rowdy Briggs checking in. He says him and Aaron and the Roth Motorsports clan tuned in, ready to cheer on the Arizona gang. They said they're already confused with what the turns 1, 2, 3, and 4 are here. Don't worry, so are we. We have the cheat sheets in front of us. Not too bad so far for us, Rowdy and the Roth gang. We appreciate you coming here on the broadcast with us. I think maybe a little bit of track prep here in a moment. Ed Haller, loving this tour. Great stock car action. Come on, Arizona Invasion. Shane Hewitt checking in, along with Amanda. Glad to have you along. We appreciate the kind words and sending us some mojo to Shelby Williams. Who else do we have? Jim Scott. So we're up to 3 people in the Chad Meyer fan club. Jim Scott put himself in there here for 2022. We appreciate that very much.
Wait a minute, I'm not allowed in the Chad Meyer fan club?
I didn't know you applied. I mean, there really is no benefit of such, and there's really nobody that cares.
Jenny Beater says she's in there. She's in the Chad Meyer fan club.
Well, that's pretty cool. It's a pretty easy group to get into. So, IMCA Modifieds, the Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds making their way to the Speedway. 10 laps the racing distance, top 12 in passing points will go to the A main. And of course the Friesen Performance live look in. Appreciate everybody tuning in on the Facebook page. And we'll have this free look in here for a little while, but be sure to head over to imca.tv, grab the subscription, grab the pay-per-view. Follow along here tonight. We've had some great racing in Dickinson. We head to a 2-night stand in Mandan to wrap up the 2022 edition of the Corral RV Sales Dakota Classic Mod Tour, powered by Industrial Electric. Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds will line up this way. Dale Neitzel out of Billings, Montana on the inside of the first row in the 83. Alongside will be Kelsey Foley from Tucson, Arizona in the 44K.
From Glendon, Minnesota in 36, it'll be Cody Peterson in row number 2. Outside will be Justin O'Brien from West Union, Iowa in 12J.
Last year's overall champion of this event, Tim Ward out of Harcourt, Iowa on the inside of the third row in the 4TW. Alongside is Brady Biella from Williston in the 99B.
Row number 4 will have the 20 of Brandon Clough from Wallace, Nebraska. Outside will be the 28H of Darrell Hughes, the second from Decatur, Texas.
Row number 5, it'll be the 87X of Bland Bohannon from Williston.
I have received a message. Chad, have you got the same thing?
Yes, I did.
We have a DQ in the stock cars. It is the number 88. Don't know which number 88, though. We had 2 of them. The car number 88 DQ'd for wheelbase. My guess is, would that be your point leader, Randy Klein? Kevin Roberts.
According to the sheet, the straight 88 is Kevin Roberts out of Gresham, Oregon. So we'll see if we can get some clarification for you, race fans. But if it's just the straight 88, that is Kevin Roberts out of Gresham, Oregon.
Giving him a couple laps here to knock the snot off of the racing surface. And these will be 10-lap heats for your Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds.
So again, taking a moment to work in the Speedway here with heat race number 1.
Lane Schwer just checked in. He's a member of Team No Green, races mainly out of the Jamestown area, Sanborn, North Dakota, actually. And he messaged me saying, or asking how many over under and how many times we're going to call turn 2, turn 4. I messaged him back 30.
Well, it hasn't been that bad yet, but I'm going to admit you really kind of have to think it through each time when you're sending, kind of handing off from me to you which corner we're going to. Michaela Swallow checking in, says a little different way of checking in tonight. Family back home watching on IMCA TV, and she is here taking pictures in the stand 3 and 4. So glad to have you along as well. Hello to the family back home. And looks like we get the field bunched up and ready to go with Dale Neitzel and Kelsey Foley on row number 1. Tom Berry Jr. leading IMCA modified points into tonight. 15-point advantage over Travis Hagan. Ricky Alvarado is third. Tim Ward, who you see on the inside of the third row, is fourth. And Tanner Black complete the top 5 in points. Corey, we're going to light him up here on a turn number 4 underway.
Boy, Tim Ward got a great start. You saw him jump up a row there for a moment. And he's going to challenge for third, but Kelsey Foley gets the whole shot here coming down the backside and puts a pretty good lead going on into turns number 1 and 2. Let's look at this, 3 wide for second contact. Around goes Neitzel.
Yeah, Neitzel had a little assistance there that time, unfortunately. It certainly wasn't on purpose, but a little bit of contact. Neitzel able to keep going. We stay green. Kelsey Foley will take that car all the way up the banking and try and drive it down the hill. She leads. Justin O'Brien second. And Tim Ward now champing at the bit of the 4TW. Ward sizing up O'Brien as we head to turn number 3.
Yeah, Tim Ward about a car length and a half. Less than a car length now going into turns number 3 and 4. Coming down to 7 to go this time by as Kelsey Foley crosses the stripe. We have O'Brien sitting about a lane and a half, now even higher coming off of corner number 2. Tim Ward slides back a little bit, and now that's going to open up the door for Brady Biella to go on the attack.
Yeah, O'Brien way up the hill, but you can drive down it, get a good drive on the front straightaway. Tim Ward and Brady Biella. Let's see if they got anything for Justin O'Brien, the manufacturer of Rage Chassis. O'Brien looking for a good night here as well. Second, third, and fourth as we watch the speed shot down the back straightaway. Now Biella flexing some muscle here at the halfway mark.
Ward got a good launch coming off of corner number 4, though. He sets up here in turns number 1 and 2. Biella trying to get back on those wheel tracks, close on into the 4TW of Tim Ward, but Ward again just really good on exit as he slides up way high here towards the top of the Speedway. He gets another run. We knock it down to 4 to go.
Kelsey Foley still the leader, charging down the back straightaway. Tim Ward working that middle groove. Kind of settled in here a little bit, Corey, though. Biella starting to reel in Tim Ward another time.
Yeah, Brady Biella just giving it all he's got there. And that 99 as Ward has been changing his lines up here just a bit, especially for 1 and 2. Trying more of a middle approach there that time and slid back up to the cushion on exit. Biella going to look again inside of turns number 3 and 4. We're coming on down, wave of the green, 2 to go.
2 laps remaining in this one. Ward, Biella in frame here through the first and second set of turns. And in the G starter stand, Grant Oswig with a white flag in hand. Hang on, Justin O'Brien nearly off the speedway that time. And here comes Tim Ward at the white flag. Dives down to the inside.
O'Brien trying to make up for that little slip up there, gets a decent run, and he's able to put about a 3-car length gap on Tim Ward as Kelsey Foley's going to cross the stripe, your winner. Look at the hood on Tim Ward's car. Is that flipped up there in front of him or what? But yeah, O'Brien going to hold on to second. And then Tim Ward, luckily he's got the hole there for his air cleaner. Still had some kind of vision coming out of there, but that could not have been easy.
Last night in Williston, that popped up out of there the first time and obviously made repairs, and she didn't completely stick here tonight.
Okay, so after that one, we're going to move on to heat race number 2. 12S Isaac Sondrel. Hot Sauce going to start on the pole here from Turtle Lake, North Dakota. Outside will be Kyler Jeffrey in 72X from Williston, North Dakota.
Row 2 of your Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds. You have Bryson Yeager out of Green River, Wyoming, a 33Y. On the inside of the second row, on the outside from Burlington, North Dakota, in the 73T. I was already trying to figure out how to say Chris Tuscherer there in the 73T.
In row number 3 to be the OL of Lucas Lambries from Clintonville, Wisconsin. Outside from Rosette, Wyoming. That'll be the 3 of Brian Brennan.
Dakota Sproul out of Hayes, Kansas on the inside of the 4th row in the 08. And Justin Smalls-Medler from Minot will start 8th here tonight in the 75M.
Your final starter in the 2R from Hettinger, North Dakota will be Randy Berwick.
So waiting on our Friesen Performance IMCA Modifieds to roll to the Speedway. We will send it down to Nick Holberg right now. Nick, I know you've got some of the IMCA stock car heat race winners down there. Going to do the draw right up here in the main concourse area, the grandstand.
All right, let's get this draw started here tonight for the IMCA Stock Car A Main. No Adam Goff up here tonight. How about a celebrity draw up here? Should we have a kid draw for him or should we wait? Let's just move on for a quick moment and go to Trent Greger real quick. Trent Greger. 71, Sykeston, North Dakota. Second in points, 2 points back. What's it going to take tonight to get to the front?
No, I think a lot of luck. That always pays off in these tour races, so just hoping for some luck.
Good luck on the draw here. Let's see where Trent Greger, currently sitting second in points, is going to find himself. How about outside row number 1 tonight? Sitting in the number 2 spot, Trent Greger. Draws the number 2 Frisbee tonight. Zach Madrid. Phoenix, Arizona, currently number 11 in points. Zach, I know you like to run this tour. What brings you back to the mod tour each and every year?
Well, I mean, we had a blast last year, and we picked up the championship last year, so that was fun. And, I mean, we struggled this year, but car keeps getting hot. We've kind of figured it out, so I think we're going to have a good shot tonight.
Best of luck here tonight. Here's Zach Madrid. How about a big North Dakota welcome for a gentleman all the way from Arizona joining us here tonight. Draws the number 1 spot here tonight. Number 1 spot for Zach Madrid starting on the pole here tonight. Randy Klein was DQ'd tonight, so Bubba Stafford will draw next. Bubba, what's the game plan tonight in tonight's A main?
Just keep the car straight. We're looking really good. We've had a good car. We had to do a major chassis adjustment after Nodak, finishing 4th. So last night was used to kind of regroup, make sure the car really worked, and feel really comfortable coming into today. And I think we'll be able to hopefully put on a show for you guys.
Good luck. Draws the number 3 spot inside of row number 2. That means Adam Goff is going to start number 4 tonight outside of the second row. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Nick. We appreciate that very much. Going to bring out IMCA Modified Heat Race number 2 here in just a moment.
All right, thank you from right down front, right underneath us. There, Nick Hallberg. Again, we'll have a modified heat race, or Friesen Performance IMCA Modified Heat